This is Lessons in Leadership, my colleague Mary Gamba. Hey Mary, we've been doing a lot of coaching around team presentations. We talk about show executive presence, be confident when you present, but what about if you're in a team? So let's do this. This is going to be a mini seminar, Lessons in Leadership mini seminar on keys to successful team presentations. First bullet up, you ready? Trust each other. Without trust, no team can present. Mary, what does trust have to do with team presentations?
Trust is everything. And I also want to add the word chemistry, and you need to trust the chemistry we talk about it all the time with you and I. You can lean in. You need to trust that the other person is going to hand the ball to you when you have something to share. And also that trust also means that you're not going to monopolize the conversation.
In that spirit, next bullet point, how about this? Rescue your partner. Yeah. Rescue your partner. Mary just said chemistry and trust. Mary has rescued me many times. When you're doing a team presentation, a team member makes mistakes and makes a mistake or says something incorrect, and I've asked the other team member, why didn't you correct them? I didn't want to embarrass them. Embarrass them, you rescue them. 20 seconds, Mary, go.
It is how you rescue them. You could simply lean in and say, Steve, wait a second, let's just rewind a second. What you just said was X. Instead, what you meant was Y. Laugh about it and then move on.
Next bullet, check your ego at the door. When we're doing these team presentation coaching sessions, Mary, someone will say, I'm the person who's going to present. What's the other person going to do? What? Well, it's not about you. Yes, you can be the quarterback. You can lead it. You can facilitate it. But pull the others in. Why, Mary? Because they look like potted plants if they're just sitting there. Go ahead.
You and I have often said that on this show. If we have a lot of guests, I said to you, Steve, I'm going to keep my camera off, let you do it so I'm not just sitting there. Sure, if it's a smaller group, I can contribute. But if not, you want to make sure that you're getting almost that equal time and that play back and forth.
How about this one? Have a game plan. What? Yeah. Who is supposed to do what? Very often when two or three people on a team, someone's presenting and then there's dead silence. You know why that happens, Mary?
The people that fail.
Dead silence because I said that?
Right. Why? No, I didn't know if that was like if you completed your sentence, but yeah. So those that fail to plan, and you need to plan. And if nothing else, make sure you plan who's going to do the open and then who's going to land that plane and do the close.
All right, this baseball should be a football because you're passing a football. But if you've got a ball, football, baseball, basketball, who's got the ball? I'm passing it to Mary. Mary passes it to Elvin. Elvin passes it to Frank. And by the way, even if that's the game plan, next bullet point, call an audible. What? Yeah, that's the blueprint. That's the game plan. But if you see that you're losing your audience or you see that your colleague is going on too long, call an audible.
And for those that don't know what an audible is, Steve, because some of our viewers may not know, that's making a decision to pivot in the moment, and you can change and go off script based on the reaction of the audience or something that you feel that needed to be added to the conversation.
Did you just correct me in this team presentation?
I did. I had to demonstrate what we're preaching.
Yeah, by the way, that is it. Stop with the I didn't want to embarrass me. You're embarrassing the team. The team looks bad if incorrect things happen, if a colleague's going on too long, if that colleague needs to be rescued because they're losing it. They're losing track of what needs to be done. And one more bullet point here. How about this one? Or two more. Practice, practice, practice. Why, Mary?
Practice, 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 because practice makes progress.
Doesn't practice make perfect?
Nope, there is no such thing. We are always growing and evolving.
Yeah, by the way, I said that. Mary just... check my ego out the door, I'm sorry. Last bullet, Mary, how about this? Confirm who opens and who closes. Mary, why is it so important to know exactly who's going to, there's no audible here. There's no pivoting here.
You need to have a clear intro message, and then a clear close and a clear close to action. And then I also am aware, Elvin is telling us that it is time to wrap.
I didn't see that in the chat, but that's it because we're calling an audible. That's the end of the program. For Mary, Steve, I'm Steve. Alvin, Frank, our entire team. This is Lessons in Leadership. You just learned about team presentation. See you next time. This edition of Lessons in Leadership is made possible by the Buccino Leadership Institute at Seton Hall University, Prager Metis, Valley Bank, the International Union of Operating Engineers, Local 825, the North Ward Center, Jingoli Construction, the New Jersey Sharing Network, Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey, The Helix, Fedway Associates Inc., the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey, Choose New Jersey, and Seton Hall University, showing the world what great minds can do since 1856.
This is Mary Gamba. If you want more leadership tips and tools, log on to stand-deliver.com. That's stand-deliver.com.
Promotional support for this edition of Lessons in Leadership with me, Steve Adubato, and my colleague Mary Gamba has been provided by NJ.com, NJBIA and New Jersey Business Magazine, CIANJ and Commerce Magazine, and the Meadowlands Chamber and Meadowlands Media.